Police departments often record their officers using either body cam videos or cruiser cam videos. Now, every town and city is different in Massachusetts with what they use. So some towns have just body cam videos, some have just cruiser cam, some have both, and some towns and cities have neither. So it's hard to talk about the particulars of your city or town. So instead, I'll talk about the Massachusetts State Police and their policies regarding cruiser cam videos and body cam videos. They have both, and of course they operate across the whole state. So it's the best way to generalize here. First, with the body cam videos. These cameras they're turned on during the officer's whole shift, but the officer needs to activate the camera for it to begin recording. So it's pretty much common sense when he would need to do this. If he is going to interact with the public in a law enforcement capacity, he has to turn the camera on. And he is supposed to tell the person he's recording that the person is being recorded. Now, the person can say that he doesn't consent to the recording. He can ask the officer to turn the camera off, but the officer doesn't need to do that. In fact, the officer can wear the camera into a person's residence to record the exchange between the officer and potential suspects or witnesses. However, the officer cannot use the camera inside a residence to conduct an investigation or to do any sort of inventory of what might be inside a person's house. Now, when the officer activates the body camera, it starts recording 30 seconds prior to when he hits the record button. This is called recording after the fact, RATF. So when you request the video or when you get the video as a defendant, what you're getting will begin 30 seconds prior to when the officer starts the camera. Cruiser cam videos are a little bit different. So the officer can activate manually the camera, but in most cases the camera is turned on or triggered automatically, and there's a whole series of things that can cause that camera to turn on. So if the officer uses his emergency lights, the camera will turn on. If he uses the siren, the camera will turn on. If the officer takes his rifle or the shotgun out of the rack in the police car, the camera turns on. If it's a K9 unit and the dog is let out of the cage, the camera starts. And if there's a crash, the camera will record that as well. Now, there's a 60-second sort of playback for the camera. So when the cruiser camera goes on, it starts recording 60 seconds prior to when it was triggered or when it was manually turned on. For the state police, at least, there isn't usually audio for the cruiser camera unless the cruiser camera is synced with the body camera and then you get audio. What's recorded is a public record. So if you're a defendant, you should get what's recorded automatically as automatic discovery. But if you want a particular video, you have the right through the public records law to request it. I've written a blog post on this, and I'll put it in the description below.